What is good, y'all? Let me make sure my audio is good. Let me make sure my audio is good across the board. All right, cool. Anybody tapping in? I want you to guess what strain I'm smoking tonight. But we got a serious topic. We got a serious topic for y'all tonight. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Hassan Campbell responding to Gillie the Kid. Hassan Campbell not having his facts straight about Gillie the Kid. It just goes to show you that Hassan Campbell isn't really tapped in when it comes to hip hop. I know, no disrespect to Wallo. Everybody knows Wallo's lit, but if you didn't know, Gillie the Kid has been lit for the last 20 years, then you must be living under a rock. Gillie the Kid was rocking Versace before your favorite rapper. We're talking about it all tonight, man. Make sure you hit that like button when you tap in here. I'm smoking on that Gary Payton tonight, if you were wondering. Make sure you hit that like button if you're just tapping in. And also, let me know what city and state you're tapped in from tonight. Drop it in the comments. Sometimes Hassan Campbell purposely takes down his own live videos, y'all. So if you missed the joint about Gillie the Kid, go check it out. I mean, unless you just, don't watch Hassan Campbell's shit just because you stay away from it. Go check it out before Hassan Campbell more than likely takes it off of the internet, is what I want to say to y'all. Because Hassan, even at the beginning of his video, said, this is something that's probably going to get me kicked off of YouTube. Hassan could not help himself but to go on YouTube and actually say some of the most ridiculous stuff that I've heard said in a long time. Stuff about Eminem that we're going to get into tonight, you guys. Hassan Campbell is the type of person that purposely takes down his own live videos and then blames it on sabotage. We've got a lot to discuss tonight, you guys, and I am ready to cook. It's Friday night. It's Friday night. Oh, man. Oh, man. Just to let you know, I'm going to say this. It was disturbing. It was disturbing what Hassan Campbell had to say. Hassan got at my man's Gillie. So let's keep that in mind, guys. He's dissing my man's here, my guy. This man, Hassan Campbell, went on the internet and said that Cam and Mace stole their podcast idea from me. Hassan Campbell went on the internet and said Cam and Mace stole his podcast idea. That had to be the stupidest thing I've ever heard said in the history of hip hop. You guys want to know why? Because he followed it up with this. It is what it is. Who says that? Hassan Campbell had the audacity to say that he made up the phrase, it is what it is. Who says that? Hassan asked. Listen to me, Poppy. That is the most generic phrase. People have been saying that since 1978. It's an 80s Harlem slang. So shut up. Ask your grandfather, Poppy. Ask your granddaddy about the word. Your grandfather made that up, stupid. You got to go down your ancestry tree. You know what I'm saying? You made it up. You talking about you made that up. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. You made that one up, Hassan. That's the quote that you made up. That sounds like some shit Hulk Hogan would say. What you gonna do when Hulk Hogan comes for you? Or whatever the saying was. Pay attention to your circle before they hurt you. It sounds like a catchphrase, Hassan. You got a one-liner? Other than that, what do? You use the term, let's keep it all the way funky. That's what you say, Hassan. Let's keep it all the way funky. Do me a favor, Poppy. Don't tell me that. Don't keep it all the way funky. I don't like funky things, man. The definition of funky is things that smell. But you know what? You're a flunky up there looking for sympathy. You talk about Gillie's dead son, and now you're up here looking for sympathy? Get lost. You're an embarrassment to civilization. And since you want to show videos of Gillie riding on, and that wasn't a pony, you dumbass. It's not a pony, stupid. It's a motorized bull. You were really actually getting a kick out of Wallo falling off of that bull, Hassan. You were getting a kick out of that, man. You were literally getting a kick out of Wallo falling off of the bull. And you really said Brokeback Mountain? You said, look at these Brokeback Mountain dudes? Homie, the funny thing is, listen, did anyone actually see the movie Brokeback Mountain? The funny thing is, that movie relates 100% more to Hassan Campbell. That movie relates way more to Hassan Campbell than Gilly and Wallo. For crying out loud. It relates more to that. You want to talk about Gilly and Wallo riding an electric bull. People in Texas do that all the time. They get drunk, they ride an electronic bull. They do that. Why don't you go and do something with your life, Hassan? How about you go and explore places? Did you ever go to Texas? Did you ever? But anyways, Wallo did 20 years in jail. Do you think he cares if you think he looks soft riding a bull? Come on, man. They were actually filming that for their Gillie and Wallo adventure show, which is more popular than anything Hassan Campbell actually does on the internet. It's more popular than anything you do on the internet, Hassan. And let's get that in check. For anybody out there wondering, the interviews that I used to do with Gillie the Kid were more popping than anything Hassan Campbell has ever done on the internet. We were doing 500 and 600 and 700 and 800,000 views, Hassan. Those are views that you don't touch. So miss me with that shit. You didn't even do the views that Gillie and I were doing. So anybody want to talk about Gillie sold his soul for a podcast? Gillie had the talent to make a podcast. Yeah, Gillie had the talent to make a podcast. Unlike some of these dudes who can't keep their composure to follow the guidelines on YouTube, like you, Hassan. You couldn't even follow the YouTube guidelines to the point where they had to restrict your page. That is an embarrassment to the community that we all represent. You will never reach the level that Gillie the Kid and Wallo have reached. You want to talk about 5,000 viewers? Gillie has had 75,000 viewers. You are not on their level. Miss me with that. You really said Brokeback Mountain? You said, look at these Brokeback Mountain dudes. Anyone in here, have you seen the movie Brokeback Mountain? Have you guys seen the movie Brokeback Mountain with Heath Ledger and Jake Gyllenhaal, a.k.a. Hassan Campbell and Africa Bambaataa? Have y'all seen the film? The funny thing is that movie relates more to you, Hassan, so I don't know why you're calling that out with my OG, who has actually worked with credible actors. You've only worked with less than credible people in the music industry, if I can't say so myself. So let's just be real, man. Go do something. Wallo did 20 years in jail. He's not worried about you. He ain't worried about you. Where's your sense of humor? Don't you realize it's a joke? Don't you realize they're making fun of themselves? They're like, I'm literally about to bust my ass. How about you try it sometime, Hassan? You just know how to be overly tough. That's all you know how to do, Hassan. You are the overly tough guy. That's you. And that's why nobody likes you. People like Gillie the Kid. Gillie's tough. Yeah, we all know that. But we also know that with him, it's okay to be funny. He's not one of them people who are like, you're soft if you're funny. And another thing, just because you didn't know something, bozo, let me tell you something, you goofy nerd, Hassan Campbell. Stop talking about the man's religion. Stop talking about the man's religion. You're taking it too far. You're really pushing it. Why do you want Gillie the Kid to crash out on you so bad? Why do you want it? Because he's successful? You keep talking about his podcast and how much money he's got. I thought there was supposed to be a bidding war for you, Hassan. I thought you were supposed to have a bidding war. Remember when you went live and you were drinking your Tanqueray and gin and you said there was a bidding war for you? You're still on YouTube. Nobody's ever wanted to sign you. You haven't had conversations on the phone with multi-platinum, with multi-millionaires saying they want to sign you. You're not really independent like me. You're not. And you've never had successful people in the music industry call you and tell you that they wanted to sign you. You just got sunned out by WAC 100. You got sunned out by academics. Your biggest fan was 6ix9ine. In return, you were his biggest fan. That's how sad you are. You were a snitch's biggest fan. I turned down an interview with 6ix9ine. I got morals. The dude I work with, we didn't want to book Snitch 9 at our club. We knew there was something fishy about 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine was a walking indictment. You want to be around that. Real ones don't want to be around that. Guys over here crying about viewers. Hassan Campbell's crying about viewers. Hassan Campbell's on the internet crying about conspiracy. Get out of here, Hassan. You think Gilly and Wallo do that type of shit? Why would they do that? These guys are best friends with YouTube. They're literally best friends with YouTube, you dummy. I know why, Haas. I know you know why, Haas. I know why too. It's because they're all Illuminati. They're all Illuminati, right, Haas? Well, let me ask you the simple question. If they're Illuminati, why do they allow you to remain on their platform? If that was the case, they wouldn't even let you speak. They wouldn't even give you the platform. So your whole argument is mute. You've got no argument. You're invalid. These guys would take you off of YouTube. The message that you spread is ridiculous. Listen, who are you, Hassan? Who are you? What significance do you even hold to the industry? Who are you, man? Gillie doesn't even respect you. Certain individuals move a certain way, and you can't pick up on clues, can you, homie? You can't pick up on clues, can you, Hassan? Because you're slow. You're slow like a 5th grader, man. They're right about you. They're all right about you, man. You're just slow. And another thing, why did your eyes look like that on your last live? Why did your eyes look like that on your last live, homie? Seriously, man, did you look at your eyes? Did you look at your eyes? Like, where were your sunglasses, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? You got the McDonald's arches under your eyebrows, homie. What's going on? Go back, look at your eyes. I'm not even trying to be funny. That might even be the thumbnail of one of my next videos, man. That might even be the thumbnail of my video tonight. Everyone go check the thumbnail, matter of fact. Can you take someone looking at you with that face seriously? Hassan? Mismatch Campbell? Come on, man. That's your new middle name. So my question is, Hassan, soft or hard? Which one are you on? If I was you, I would have went to Dwayne Reed and got the $10 sunglasses or something, homie. Freaking Hassan goes on the internet and says some of the most ridiculous shit. Eminem sacrificed proof. Eminem sacrificed proof. You really have the audacity to say that on the internet? And you want to wonder why your YouTube channel almost got deleted? We got to address this. You need to be kicked off of YouTube for saying some shit like this, homie. If enough people flag you for saying some inaccurate shit like this, you're done, Poppy. You're done. I'm just saying, he's dumb as hell, and they're going to take his whole shit in the end. Everybody share this video. He just got his second chance, and he still can't keep his mouth shut. Listen to me. Since you don't know anything about history, and you proved it when you talked about Gillie like that. Eminem got lit in 1999. Proof passed in 2006. So what, Hassan? Did the Illuminati wait 7 years? Is that what you're going to tell me, Hassan? Is there a layaway plan? Does the Illuminati have a layaway plan on sacrifice? A layaway plan like how you get your Pele jackets for you pay a 2-year advance. That's right. You do 2 years on layaway for your Pele. You pay $30 each month for those Peles, right, Hassan? Right? Do they have a layaway plan on sacrifice, Hassan? I'm just asking, man. Does the Illuminati have a plan for that, Poppy? Or are they like, nah, we want that now? Which one is it? We want our sacrifice now in 1999. We want it in 1999 when Hi, My Name Is comes out. I'm just trying to wrap my head. I'm just trying to wrap my head around this fuckery, y'all. That's your definition of that's what you're trying to sell us? It's honestly sad that Hassan Campbell is resorting to this. You like shock jock shit, man. You want to be Alex Jones. That's your role model, and it's completely obvious, Hassan. You say the most crazy stuff just to say it. So, Hi, My Name comes out, and you're telling me proof was the sacrifice? Just shut up, man. Go home. Oh, yeah, that's right. You are home on your couch. How about you go to Texas, ride an electric bull and fall off of it? You know what I mean? You don't even have to do that, Hassan. You don't even have to do that. People already call you Brokeback Mountain. People already call you Brokeback Mountain without even doing that. Are you upset, Brokeback Mountain? You want to call that on Gillie's name? Well, that's your new name, homie. And you actually got your dance partner. People are going to start putting thigh and turtle emojis all up in the chat. I told them, Thizon, your name is Thice now. We're calling you Thice. We're shortening it up. We're making it cool. We're giving you a nickname, homie. Sounds cool. Do me a favor, guys. Don't call him Haas. Don't call him Haas because there are real ones with the name Hassan. And they don't want to be called Haas. They don't want to be called Haas. So cut that shit out, Hassan, Poppy. What's good, y'all? Everybody drop your location in the chat. What city are you representing? Let me know. I'll shout out all your cities. Let me know what you're smoking. I'm smoking on some cookies. Gary Payton, shit's fire. Hassan even said it on his live. Don't be surprised if they take my YouTube. They wouldn't even be coming after your YouTube if you actually went up there with credible shit. The fact that you have to bring up Gillie or Eminem when you're talking about Gillie the Kid absolutely makes no sense. And the reason you bring up Eminem in proof is because you know nothing about Gillie's career. Hassan Campbell jumped on the internet and said that Gillie got lit when Wallo came home. Can we be realistic about this? After Wallo set Gillie and all the guys up at Major Figures, when he came up with the idea that ultimately attracted the attention of Cash Money, that ultimately attracted the attention of Jay-Z, that ultimately attracted the attention of Warner Brothers. Like, let's be realistic. All three of those entities that I just mentioned are lit entities. They were about to bring Major Figures over to Rockefeller. They eventually went over and started rocking with Birdman to the point where Gillie the Kid was meeting people like working with Lil Wayne, meeting Kanye West, working with BG, all of these people. So Hassan doesn't know his facts about the music industry, talking about Gillie got lit when Wallo came home. Gillie held everything over for 20 years until Wallo came home. So Wallo could then use that platform and capitalize the way he has in a realistic way, not a clickbait way like you, Hassan Campbell. You ruined your opportunity to make something of yourself. Hassan ruined his opportunity. His channel got demonetized. His channel got taken down because of the content that he puts on the internet. He really couldn't help himself. And I remember he made his return to YouTube a few months ago. He made his return to YouTube a few months ago because he couldn't help himself but talk about Fat Joe, who finally mentioned Bombada. That just shows me how sick and twisted this is for you, Hassan Campbell. I mean, the music you listen to sucks, but the way you report news is actually sick and twisted because you're not doing it from a good place. You're doing it from a place of jealous intentions, homie. And we can see right through it, man. So you ain't going far. You're not going to go where Mano went. You're not going where Mano went with all this. You even had an opportunity with academics and you blew it. You blew your opportunity with academics. He was actually going to put you in Whack 100 on. Y'all would have had viral clips every day of the week. You screwed that. So you screwed yourself for that, man. You better get on the phone with academics. I feel like they're going to hit your channel. Hold on. What did this guy say? Hassan said they're going to hit his channel with mad frequencies. They're going to hit your channel with mad frequencies? You said that? You are a nerd. You are a nerd. I don't know one gangster that would say that. Frequencies, homie? Did you mean to say frequently? Please tell me you meant to say frequently. So yeah, let me get this, Poppy. They have a special satellite targeted at you. They got a special satellite targeted at Hassan to disrupt his YouTube account because he's such a threat, right? He's such a threat. Listen to how important this guy thinks he is. Listen to how important this clown thinks he is. He thinks he's that important in his mind. In reality, Google doesn't even know he exists. He's not even, Poppy, you're not even a top 100 YouTuber. I'm being real with you. You're not even a top 100 YouTuber, homie. I don't even know why he says he's a big YouTuber. No, you're not. You're not, man. That's like saying you're rich and you're not even on the Forbes. Come on, man. You're not on the top 100 YouTubers list. You're not rich. You're actually on the top 10 list of people who can't dress for shit. That's what list you're on. You're on that list, the non-wavy list. Everybody share this video and throw up your turtle emojis. Throw up the thighs on. Throw up the thigh emojis. You are on the non-wavy list. Non-wavy individuals. Hassan, NWI. You know NWA? You're NWI, homie. Non-wavy individuals. You can't match. Please, someone in his crew tell him. Someone has to tell him it doesn't match. Yeah, Mr. Beast is cool. Look at the look on Hassan Campbell's face when Gillie used the word plucked. Guys, this was crazy. Hit that like button if you saw the look on Hassan Campbell's face when Gillie used the word plucked. That dude got checked. Look at Hassan Campbell's face when Gillie used the word plucked. Please, y'all, go back. Go back. Y'all are going to thank me for this. Y'all are going to thank me for this. Go back and look at Poppy's face when Gillie used the word plucked. Shout out to my big bro, Gillie. We made content together for $4 million worth of game that is more popular than any of the content that Hassan Campbell has ever put out. I'm talking 600,000-700,000 views. So what is Poppy talking about? Go back and look at the look on Poppy's face when Gillie used the word plucked. Shout out to the brother. Shout out to my fam, Gillie the kid. It worked, man. I'm telling you, Gillie, it worked. You got him all in his feelings. You got that man all in his feelings. Smoking on some fire, y'all. Gary Payton cookies. You know I only smoke the best. I smoke better than all the rappers, man. I smoke better than all the rappers. I smoke better than all the bloggers. It ain't no competition with me and them. We be at all the events together. They're like, oh, shit, there's Mikey T. He smells like big gas. They actually be calling me Big Gas Mikey T when I'm out at the events and shit. But, y'all, it worked. Gillie the kid got him. Gillie got Hassan all in his feelings. My man Gillie pushed all of his buttons. He's so mad. Guys, a picture is worth 1,000 words, man. It's crazy. You could tell, like, damn, that shit hurt. That shit hurt him. It hurt him to the core. Plucked. 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 Yeah, he's so mad. Go look at the thumbnail, y'all. A picture's worth 1,000 words, baby. You know why Gillie used the word plucked? You know why Gillie used the word plucked? He could have said a lot of other things. He could have replaced the P with an F, but he used the word plucked because that's what you do to birds. That's what you do to birds. And you, Thizon, are a bird. 2 thighs. 2 biscuits. Thizon, the bird. So therefore, you allowed Bambaataa to pluck you, homie. I thought the song was funny too. Ba 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 ba. But it was a popular commercial back in the day. It was a funny thing back in the day. But when he said plucked you, that's just when I went crazy. And I was like, I filmed it too, just for notes. I'm not like all the other bloggers that actually put it on their page. When I come on here, you know it's going to be me giving my thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Until we, you know what I'm saying, expand and do some other shit. But right now, it's pure Mikey T. I said to myself, Hassan is going to respond. And 2 hours later, you're running your beak, Campbell. You're talking a whole gang of nonsense. Eminem sacrifice Proof. Man, you don't even get it. Proof wasn't even really lit like that. You don't even understand the story of how Eminem's label got changed up when 50 Cent came around. It was actually going to be Bizarre and Proof with Shady and Aftermath at first, which was going to lead to a much bigger situation for them. But it ended up being both labels coming together to put out 50 Cent. But you don't even really know your history to understand that. And that's where I fault you as a quote unquote hip hop blogger, because I'm putting you as a conspiracy theorist blogger, man. You just made up a ton of shit about Gillie the Kid's career. Gillie the Kid's Instagram videos get more views than your videos on the internet. Gillie the Kid's Instagram videos get more views than your joints do on YouTube, geez. And I'm talking about back in the day when Gillie the Kid was molding the brand of $1 million worth of game. Yeah. Yo, what's poppin', Philly Mac? What's good? Everybody in here, hit a like button if you support the channel, though. For real. If you support the channel, hit the like button and let me know what city and state you're tapping in from. Let me ask my guy Bizarre. Huh? Hassan, you don't know your history. Let me ask Bizarre if that's true. Huh? Let me ask Bizarre, the D12 member, how he feels about you saying that. Because that's my guy. I know D12. I interviewed Bizarre. That's the difference. You're talking, and I could literally go and ask him. But you don't like that, do you? You don't like that, do you, Dice? You don't like that I'm telling you the fact that I could actually go and do that. You don't like that at all, Thice. Oh, this white boy thinks he knows it all. You're intimidated by people who are more intelligent than you, is basically what I'm saying, Hassan. But listen, don't be. How about you just ask them to teach you? You'd get much further in life. I don't even know why I tell you that, though. First things first. Can you start matching your clothes? And your eyes. Your eyes, Poppy. Don't come on your next eyes with your eyes looking like that. You were looking like the raccoon from Super Mario Brothers 3, man. Like when Mario turns into the raccoon, you was looking like the raccoon Mario. Tell me why, man. Why does Hassan Campbell in his last video where he's dissing Gillie look like Raccoon Mario from Super Mario Brothers 3? I know y'all know the game. It was a popular video game, man. People know who Raccoon Mario is. That shit, it was crazy to me. Honestly, man, we should put up a picture of Raccoon Mario and Hassan Campbell's face so people could see the resemblance. Don't Don't come on another live looking like that, homie. You're looking real animated like a character from a video game right now, homie. You should have went to Dwayne Reed, homie. You're looking worse than Tony Sunshine out here, man. Hassan, you're looking worse than Tony Sunshine out here. You know who that is, don't you, man? He's a Terror Squad reject. He's a Terror Squad reject, just like J Hood, the D Block reject. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing with you, Hassan. It's like you can't be a reject because nobody wants to put you down with them. Listen to me, Hassan. Nobody will ever put you in position to even reject you. You're safe, Hassan, because you will never be accepted by anybody. You're never going to be accepted by anybody real. So go beg for your super chats and go look for your sympathy. Go look for your sympathy, Hassan. And that's the next thing we're going to get into here. That's the next part we're going to get into. Hit that like button if you support the channel. I'm about to have to roll something else up. I got the haters real mad. They're like, damn, Mikey T smokes like $300 worth of good cookies weed a night. Don't be mad about that, y'all. Be glad that you're rocking with the blogger that actually does that. I don't know what academics is doing over there. To be honest with you, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Why would I care? I know what I'm doing. What? Now, we ain't sipping tonight, man. I'm going to bring a bottle of rosé on for one of my next streams, though, because you know we're celebrating victories. Gillie the Kid just sunned Hassan Campbell. Hassan Campbell said, so I'm known because African Bambaataa plucked me, but you're supposed to be the one that's uplifting people? Gillie, do you know how many people that watch you? All them dudes that's running around the hood. Do you realize all them young boys shooting the block up, they're doing it because they've been through the same things that I've been through? What? What, Hassan? What, Hassan? This is 1,000% false. Can y'all hear me right now? Everything's good with my sound? Who the hell is this trying to blow me up right now while I'm on live? I ain't even lighting my weed right now. I'm in the zone, y'all. Oh, let me see who this is real quick, y'all. Oh, shit, my bad. My bad. The computer screen took over. All right, anyways, let's get back to it. Damn, they just took me away from a great point right there. But I just wanted to say, like, and this is nothing against anybody that's, you know, gone through anything like that in their life, you know, to be real. But this is 1,000% false, what Hassan Campbell is saying. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard, man. You know what I mean? No, Hassan, because not everyone is soft like you, homie. That's not true. They wouldn't be going at innocent Vicks. They would actually go look for Bambaataa. You be saying some off the wall shit that's 1,000% not true. The shorties that be on the street, maybe, but the dudes, absolutely not. Listen, dummy. Poverty breeds crime. They're not doing it to let out some aggression because they were a Vic like you, Hassan Campbell. That's not the reason they're doing it. You're wrong and I'm right. That's just what it is. I'm not discounting what you're going through, but the people who are on the streets banging did not go through what you went through. Not all of them, not the majority. So cut that shit out. Cut that cap out. You want so bad to identify, but you don't realize you already do. Your story is unique in your own way. Don't try to put your story on everybody else, though. That's not why dudes are out here doing what they're doing. That's not why 50 Cent was out there doing what he did. It's not why Bangum Smurf or Maserati Fox or any of the real ones were doing what they did, because of what you went through, homie. And like I said, I'm not trying to discount what you go through, because I don't jump on the internet and try to go at somebody from unfortunate events that took place to them in their life. But you, homie, jump on the internet and lie about me. You, homie, jump on the internet and call me a colonizer and say I do ice. My question to you, Hassan, when the dude pulls up to you on the block, he says, soft or hard? Which one do you take, Hassan? I'm not discounting what you've been going through, man. But you know what? Stop having that twisted rationale about why people do what they do. You are definitely wrong on that. There's crime in the hood. That's just the way it is. You're a wannabe. That's just the way it is. There's crime in rich areas. There's crime in rich areas, man. Hassan went in on Gillie. He said, why do we know Gillie? Is it because you got punched in your face by Beanie Siegel and you ran? No, Hassan. Again, you don't know shit about hip hop, but let me educate you. No, we know Gillie the Kid from Smack DVD, freestyling on Philly radio stations. Both of the major Philly radio stations. They're lit. You don't know Gillie, do you? But guess what? You don't know Beanie Siegel either. Beanie Siegel would never shout you out. That's number one, Hassan. Number two, you're dick riding him. Number two, you're deriding him. Stop deriding him. That's not cool. I have no idea why you had to mention him. You mentioned him mad randomly, by the way. But let me ask this question. Where do we know you from? That's actually a better question, if I do say so myself, Poppy. Where do we know you from? That's what I'm going to ask you. Where do we know you from? Doggy Diamonds, right? Where do we know you from? Was it Doggy Diamonds? Remember him? That's your man's, right? That's where I first seen you in my whole entire life. Wearing that stupid ass baggy clothing. That's the first time I ever seen you in my life. Up there on Doggy Diamond's channel, crying for sympathy, looking for sympathy from Doggy Diamonds. You know what I mean? I don't know you from putting in work in the Bronx. And please, Hassan, don't tell me about BO. Don't tell me about BO, doggy. Everybody in here, hit that like button if you're rocking with Mikey T. Subscribe to the channel as well. None of these other bloggers have sat with the rappers that they talk about. None of these other bloggers have sat with the rappers that they talk about. Hassan's up here talking about Gillie, somebody that I personally rocked with for years. First time I ever remember you is from Doggy Diamond's channel. Only work I ever heard about you is B.O.'s work, homie. That's the only work. And lying on Nudi's name. Lying on Nudi's paperwork. Running to my state. I'm the king of Connecticut. You heard? I'm the king of Connecticut. You ran to my state. Got picked up by the police. You went to McDonald's in my state, Hassan Campbell. Now you want to come at Gillie? Well, look what happened. You just got exposed by Gillie. You think your shit's gonna touch some numbers? A little 80,000 views? Nah, homie. Gillie's shit already reached more people than that. You're done. You said you were competing with Gillie. You can't even compete with my videos with Gillie. You said you were competing with Gillie. You said you were treading water with Gillie. You get 5,000 live viewers on a live stream. $1 million worth of game gets upwards of 75,000 live viewers. You're wrong. You're lying to the people. You're not competing with Gillie. You can't even compete with my old numbers with Gillie. Gillie and I were doing like 600,000 views. We left you in the mud, Hassan. When Gillie went on his own after we did all of our interviews, he's doing 1 million views a video. Plus, he's interviewing Shaq. Even when they go solo, their whole first season, you can't touch those views. You would never get a sponsorship like them because you can't hold yourself like a gentleman. You can't hold yourself like a credible human being. You know what I'm saying? You got to resort to such shady tactics. You're jealous of Gilly the Kid and Wallo because they spoke with Jay Prince. I'm talking about you, Hassan. Tell me about you. What are you going to tell me? You're going to tell me about Zulu? Tell me about you. You know what I mean? Please don't tell me about Zulu, man. Come on, man. We already know about them. The streets know about them. So where do we know Hassan Campbell from? Oh, I get it. I remember. We know Hassan Campbell from leaking the Nipsey Hussle audio, right? Is that where y'all know Hassan Campbell from? He got a lot of followers from that. That's when he was at his peak, getting 15,000 live viewers, 18,000 live viewers. Yeah. When you tried to expose Whack 100, salute to Canada. Appreciate everybody tapping in from Canada. Make sure you hit that like button. You are now tapped in with the King of Connecticut, Mikey T, the movie star. And you know I got love for everybody in Connecticut, so nobody should be taking that offensively. You heard? But we know Hassan Campbell from leaking the Nipsey Hussle audio. That's right. That's where we know you from, homie. That's so embarrassing that you would try to tarnish the legacy of one of our legends for a come up that you could not sustain. A come up that you couldn't sustain. You ain't got no victory lap, no pun intended. Or maybe the pun was intended, actually. Yeah, man. We don't know Hassan from getting busy. We know Hassan from trying to expose Nipsey. We don't know Hassan from getting busy. We know him from exposing Nipsey. Where do you know him from? Do you know him because he lived in Big Pun's wife's building? Is that why you guys know of Papi? Is that where you know him from? Because he lived in Lisa Rios's building? Huh? Is that where y'all know him from? I'm trying to figure it out, guys. I'm trying to figure it out. Oh, you know him from the Chinese spot he goes to and he gets 4 wings. Remember the spot he went to when he was too scared to stay out in the hood and support his people? When he was out there supporting a music group, but he ran to the chicken spot. He goes there all the time, he says, right? You know him from the Chinese store, right? Because he's always in there hiding when he's in the hood. Where do you know him from, guys? Gillie says, Hassan says, we know you because Wallo made you when he came home. The reality of it is, Gillie, when Wallo was in jail, you was out here making IG videos at the car dealership and you was broke. And then Wallo comes home and Wallo set the internet on fire with his motivational speeches. Well, honestly, if you realize how hand in hand that works, when Wallo came home, if he didn't have somebody like Gillie the Kid to actually help him push his videos, they more than likely wouldn't have went anywhere, or it would have taken Wallo 5 extra years, just to be 100% honest. with that whole situation. Obviously, Wallo coming home, the spark that him and Gillie had together was undeniable. But for you to come out here and say some shit about Gillie was doing IG videos, those videos that Gillie was doing on IG have more views than any of your YouTube videos ever did, homie. Gillie has had hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram, and now he has over 2 million followers on Instagram. So your facts are just all over the place and they're wrong. Like, you got to get it together. Like, you seriously got to get it together. The way that Gillie and Wallo worked, their relationship, it went hand in hand. Wallo had an immediate platform when he came home, and Wallo knew how to take advantage of that platform. Doggy Diamonds gave you a platform, and you found out how to take advantage of that platform. Except the only difference is when Gillie and Wallo got in position, they knew how to work advertisements. They knew how to work their situation into a company where they ended up getting paid. You, Hassan, you have been stuck at 450,000 subscribers, 450,000 subscribers for so long that you were trying to convince Math Hoffa that he was going to be stuck at that same number. You tried to put a lame ass tag on Math Hoffa, 500,000 math. That's the type of shit you want to pump to Math Hoffa. You asked Math when I talked to him on the phone, I told him it's million follower math. Math is closing in on 1 million followers, and that eats you alive, homie. You tried to stick him with that 500,000 flu that you got, homie. You can't get past that, Hassan. I mean, it's a great number and all. It's a great number and all, but you just can't get past that, man. And you want to try and criticize other people for the views that they're doing? Homie, you got 79,000 views on your Gillie disc that you couldn't wait to do. You know what I mean? You got 79, you got 80,000 views on it. Gillie got more views on his diss to you on his Instagram live. Like, come on, let's be 100% real about this shit. And let's be real, they're a good duo. They're a good duo. Get over yourself. Maybe that was the plan. You know what I mean? When Wallo gets home, we're going to do a podcast. We're going to work together. Gillie brings his own uniqueness to the table, and that's what makes $1 million worth the game great. I think we could all agree with that. Some people might not like Gillie, sort of like how people think Nori talks too much. You know what I mean? You got DJ EFN, you got Wallo. That's where Wallo comes into play. And Nori should honestly put a gag order on you for continuously playing that audio about the door. Listen, the man was drunk. I'm talking like 3-4 bottles. Dom Perignon, Ciroc, Rosé. Let's pull up all the videos where you're drunk. Let's pull up all the videos where you're drunk, Hassan, out in public, making a fool of yourself. Yeah, why don't we go look at that video that you posted on that lame's channel that I'm not even going to mention? Hassan thought it would be cool to put out all the footage of him drunk on the internet. Yeah, don't go watch that footage as a matter of fact, man. You don't want to see Hassan acting all weird and drunk and shit like that. Hassan said they never use their voice to go against the machine. That's how you know they're puppets. Another wrong statement from Hassan Campbell. After the CEO from Barstool Sports, Dave, got into some hot water, Gillie and Wallo were the first to call him out about it, about that dumb shit he said about a female basketball player. It's like, homie, all that type of shit goes on in basketball anyways. Players call players out. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's a natural thing in basketball, baseball, football, tennis, anything. It's a normal thing with any of these sports. You know what I mean? And Dave, the guy from Barstool, made a comment about it that the whole world just felt disrespected by. People like Shaq were speaking out. So freaking Gilly and Wallo being signed to his company actually had a sit down with him. So you want to talk about they don't go against the machine? You want to talk about their puppets? They put all their credibility on the line to do what was right. And for you to come on the internet and just say something like that, it shows how you're out of tune. It shows how much you don't know, because you don't know shit about the major figures. You don't know shit about Gillie when he was turned down Jay-Z, or when he went and started working with Lil Wayne, or when he departed from. That's probably the only part you actually do know, you cornball. You don't know nothing about when Gillie signed a deal with Vin Rames and started doing movies. You don't know nothing about Tamba Ali doing a record label deal with Gillie the Kid. You don't know nothing about me doing millions of views with Gillie the Kid. We trumped all of your views. Like, get a grip, Hassan Campbell. We have existed before you, and we will exist after you, homie. What's popping, y'all? Let me know what city and state y'all tapping in from. Put them turtle emojis up here for that clown Hassan Campbell. You already know what we're smoking tonight. We got the Gary Payton on deck. This shit's fire. What's popping, burner? You know we're looking for an endorsement, homie. What's good? You turn that shit into billions. What's popping with it? But y'all hit that like button right now. Let me know what city and state you're tapped in from. I'm coming on a tour of the whole United States. We're going to be doing all types of crazy shit, though. Me and my guy C's have been talking. But since you want to ask questions, Hassan, what about you? I'm asking you the same question. What about you? What about you? And you're talking about Gillie gave $4 million. That's a tax write-off. Did you give $4 million to anybody? Did you give $4 million to anybody and write it off on your taxes? Homie, even if somebody does that, $4 million, write it off on their taxes, that shit is respectful. Are you kidding me right now? You're the same guy that actually walked into a bodega. You bought a base head, a gallon of milk. You bought a base head, a gallon of milk, and you thought you were cool or something. What's up? North Carolina's in the building. Far Rockaway, what's good? Squad up. Scram Jones, okay. Chester, PA, what's poppin'? North Philly, what's good? Everybody that's in here, hit that like button, drop your city and state in the chat. You already know who it is. The King of Connecticut, Mikey T, the movie star. This guy, Hassan Campbell, bought somebody a gallon of milk, and he's going to call out Gillie the Kid and Wallo for handing out millions to businesses to help them thrive. You're going to call out somebody who handed out hundreds of thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars per individual, per company, and you're giving out gallons of milk? Listen, homie, I like milk as much as the next guy, but I don't need you to buy me a gallon of milk, homie. You're the same. You're a chump, man. Talking about you help the community. Put the turtle emojis up. Put the turtle emojis up for that clown, Hassan Campbell. Far Rock, what's good? Squad up. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, what's popping? Appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. We ain't popping tonight. Nothing but facts. We ain't capping tonight. All we're doing is popping facts tonight, you guys. Hassan Campbell, that little bitch is a turtle, man. He wants some more turtles for his pond to go with his koi fish. We know what Hassan Campbell's about. We're not done yet, you guys. We're not done yet. This guy wants to talk about he helps the community. Man, shut up. Man, shut up. Shut up, man. Since you want to claim that you got such a big audience, why don't you have any artists signed to Snotbox Records? Why don't you got a Snotbox Records, Mr. I know what the people want? Let's see how successful Snotbox Records is. How about you start it up? Start it up ASAP. Let's see. I bet you it'll be the fastest company to ever go bankrupt. Yeah. You'll be asking for super chats. You'll be asking for super chats to fund your label. Who are you going to sign, Hassan? Say less. Say less. Is that who you're going to sign? Mr. Say Less? How about you sign Mace, Mr. Moneybags? Sign Mace. How about you tell Mace, yo, Mace, no longer be Murder Mace. Go back to Betha. That's your first artist, Hassan. So I'm going to give you the blueprint. I'm going to give you the blueprint. Grab Mace, and then after that, you can go grab all the conscious rappers. You know what I'm saying? Get all the conscious rappers. Right? You said your money's long. Get Common, Talib Kweli. Shit, grab Black Thought. I mean, since you said the Bronx is tougher than Philly, right? What's the problem? What's the problem, Hassan? You don't got the vision? You don't got the foresight? I just laid out the blueprint for you in 2 seconds. Snotbox Records. What's wrong? You don't have a team around you to implement a plan? Oh, yeah, that's right. You got trust issues. You don't trust nobody. You know what? That sounds like a personal problem. And that's why you'll always be a broke bum, Hassan. That's why you'll always be a broke bum. And Gillie dissed the hell out of you. Gillie even posted it on his social media. Everybody wants to be famous. Shit is really sad. And he had to be talking about you. He had to be talking about you because you're clout chasing. Hassan Campbell wants to be famous, that's for sure. Hassan Campbell wishes he could have a platform like $1 million worth of game. You know what I mean? When we look at Gilly and Wallo, do we ever see them talking about, yo, there's more people in this live? YouTube is sabotaging $1 million worth of game. Do you ever hear Gilly or Wallo complain about some shit like that? You never hear them talking about that, man. You never hear them talking about that. YouTube is sabotaging us like Hassan does. Only people who are losing talk like that, you guys. Only people who are losing feel like they're being sabotaged. Hassan went from having 18,000 live viewers in the room to now getting less than a third of that. He went from having 20,000 live viewers to getting a fourth of that. It's pretty sad, Hassan. It's pretty sad what you had to do in order to increase your views. You know what I mean? You had to really sell your soul. You had to sell your soul. You had to compromise yourself. You had to expose some of the most filthy information about a loved individual in our community. How do you think that makes the world look at you? Trying to sabotage a man's legacy to build your own. It's a very sad circumstance, man. I don't think your name will ever be the same in LA. I don't think you ever want to come across Whack 100 if you ever go to LA again. You know what I mean? Your best bet would probably go to hang out with Suge Knight if he'll even have you. but he'll probably just start treating you like his little boy bitch too. Guys, Hassan Campbell probably thinks Gillie is Illuminati. He probably thinks Gillie is Illuminati. But listen to me, man. Gillie is not Illuminati. Gillie's not Illuminati. You heard me, dummy. He's not. He's just not. Look at Gillie. One look at Gillie the kid, and you can seriously see it in 5 seconds. You'll say, hell no. Hell no is the answer that comes to people's mind when you say Gillie sacrificed his son to be Illuminati, Hassan. Gillie's right. Everybody just wants to be famous, like you, Hassan. Everyone is just dying to be famous. But but by what means? You know what I mean? You're not becoming famous by doing anything honorable. You know what I mean? What extent are you willing to go to actually become famous? I mean, you were willing to go that far with Bambaataa, though, right, Hassan? He put you on the Tribe Called Quest album cover. You did all that, so what does that mean is my question. Have you ever heard of the phrase, nothing in life is free? It's kind of true, isn't it, Hassan? Gillie didn't post your name. That man did not even post your name on social media. And you went off. The same way Mano went on Queen's Flip's channel. He dissed you. He dissed you. And he didn't even say your name. There's no reason to say Adolja's name. And that's the same logic that Gillie follows. He's a real one, just like Mano. What do you want me to tell you? He didn't even tag you on the post. Everybody already knows who he's talking about. And it's all because what? What is it all because, Hassan? Answer this question. It's all because he didn't have you on $1 million worth of game? Or is it all because you're upset that Gillie sat down with Jay Prince? Is that what it is? What's your reasoning behind that? What was Takeoff to you? Did you even know about Takeoff and Quavo? Did you even know that they were putting the group on when Offset was still in jail? Did you even know that? What was Takeoff to you? Was he your man's? Takeoff? Offset? Quavo? Listen, did you know any of them? No, you didn't, because nobody likes you, Hassan. And you don't know anybody from Quality Control either. You don't. Listen to me. Takeoff was a great guy. You are the only one that was happy. You're the only one that was happy that you could jump on the internet and talk about another rapper getting his snot box rocked. You are sad. And all of this because Gillie sat down with Jay Prince and you were outraged, right? You were outraged about that. Hassan, you're way too invested. You're way too emotional. You're way too invested and emotional in this stuff, man. And again, what do you just expect everyone to follow your protocol as if you're somebody to follow? You're not anything that anybody thinks is real. You're not real, homie. The stuff you do is unorthodox. The stuff you do, it always comes out of left field. Like, what? What did he diss that guy for now? What was the purpose of him dissing that guy? Like, that's how everybody looks at you and your content, man. So, why? That's my question. Yeah, man. So that's what I got to say about this tonight, man. I'm about to roll something up. I'm about to roll something up right now. What should I roll up? I think I'm gonna roll up the Pluto. Okay, we good. Yeah, Hassan Campbell is a clown, man. Nah, I never interviewed Eminem. I actually interviewed Bizarre, though. And I also interviewed Royce the 5'9". From the Shady Camp, I also interviewed Cassius as well. Cassius was a cool dude. I was grateful that he had actually given me an opportunity. Grateful to all those artists that gave me an opportunity, guys. You know what I mean? Actually getting the opportunity to sit and talk with Royce, Bizarre, and Cassius has been great over the years, but I never got a chance to interview Eminem. From the G Unit camp, I only really got an opportunity to interview Bang'em Smurf, Domination, Kid, who was actually G Unit at that point in time. Obviously, Bang'em Smurf and Domination were ex G Unit members. Nah, man. Vlad TV had just said he would do a great interview with Eminem, but I feel like I would probably be able to challenge Vlad's interview. No disrespect to Vlad, but I think I'd probably do a better interview with Eminem than Vlad, to be 100% honest with you. And just so y'all know, Jaffe the Mac had hit me today and told me that YouTube account is a fake account. So that's a fake Jaffe account on YouTube. I just wanted to put that out there for anybody that sees it. Jaffe wanted me to let the world know that. Would I interview 50? Hell yeah, I'd interview 50 Cent. You know what I mean? I was actually gonna interview 50 Cent one time. We was actually talking, but if y'all want that story, hit them like buttons right now. Let me see what's going on in this video real quick. If y'all want the story about how I almost interviewed Eminem or 50 Cent, all right, we got 68 likes in here. We need to bump that up. We need to bump that up to 80 likes if y'all want the story of what happened when I was going to interview 50 Cent. And we came face to face. That's right. I came face to face with Curtis Jackson. I was looking him in the eyes, dead in his eyes. He could see all the determination in my face. He could see it in my eyes. You know what I mean? He was like, damn, this dude would want to interview me or die trying. 50 was looking at me. He was like, yo, this guy is going to interview me or die trying. That's the type of look I gave him in his eyes. I'm like, yo, I'm probably going to die if I don't get a chance to interview you, to be real. Yo, what's poppin'? Let me know what city and state you're tapped in from. Hit that like button right now if you want the story about how I was going to interview 50 Cent. I'll give you that story right now. Otherwise, you can send a super chat if you want the story, or just hit the like button. We're gonna get to 80 likes. I'll give the story. What's cracking? We got LA in the building. Philadelphia's in the building. What's popping? Philly's in the building. Yeah, bro. I just went off on Hassan Campbell for what he had to say today about Gillie. Just to be real with y'all. All right, y'all. Hartford, Connecticut was popping. Hartford, Connecticut in the building. Appreciate y'all tapping in from Hartford. Let me get this little promo game. Here's a little promo game here. Hit that like button if you're in here right now. Yeah, I'm gonna post this question. I'm gonna give y'all a poll in the chat. I want to know what YouTube channel y'all like better. In the chat, I want to know what YouTube channel y'all like better. All right. All right, I got the poll up, yo. Yo, Queens get the money. What's popping? Queens get the money. What's popping? Where's my Dutch? What's popping? Y'all vote in the poll right now if you're messing with it. I want to know which YouTube channel y'all like better. Probably should have posted that shit a minute ago. Shout out to all my Queens dudes. You heard? Shout out to all my people out in Queens. You heard? Shout out to all my guys out in Far Rock. Shout out to all my dudes. Period. In the chat. If you're in here, let me know what city and state you're from, so I can know who's rocking with me. You heard? I'm just rolling up some of this Granddaddy Pluto. This shit is fire. You know, I smoke more fire than all the rappers out there. I'm sorry if you're a rapper. I'm sorry if you're a rapper tuned in. I most likely smoke better than you. You heard? And if you're a rapper that's actually helped me out along the course of the way, you know what I mean? Like if I was out in your neck of the woods and shit, and you helped me out and shit, it's all good. But I'm usually smoking better. You heard? But I got love for everybody that shows love to me, and usually people recognize that. Like one time, this one time, me and Busta Rhymes were about to. It was about to go down with me and Busta Rhymes, y'all. Busta Rhymes was about to seriously, seriously. I don't even want to tell you what Busta Rhymes was about to do to me. But then we came to an understanding. You know how it is, man. Some of these bloggers ain't never been in Busta Rhymes' presence, though. Some of these bloggers never had a conversation with Busta Rhymes, though. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you did. You know what I'm saying? Let me know if you did, like in person. You know what I'm saying? Hassan will forever be known as the man who didn't slide on nobody. Only person Hassan ever slid on was he slid over to Bambata's house to grab the EBT card. That's about it. That's about all the sliding Hassan ever did. Hassan slid over to his baby mama's house to get the Wi-Fi connection. That's all Hassan Campbell be doing. This dude slides over to lame ass YouTube channels to diss me. You know what I'm saying? He slides over to weak ass YouTube channels to diss me because he doesn't want to give me the popularity that he wants so badly. When he's talking about, oh, I got 5,000 live viewers, man. Okay, you got 5,000 live viewers. Gillie the Kid had like 80,000 live viewers, homie, and I tuned out at that point. You know what I'm saying? So he probably went up to like 100K. So you're really embarrassed, man. But like I said, man, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in tonight, man. If you're just tapping into the live, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you show the love to the channel, support to the channel. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. You're not going to get content like this anywhere else. You're not going to get content like this nowhere else, man. I got Nori from Drink Champs using my interviews and shit. You know what I'm saying? I got the biggest people in the industry watching my content on a daily basis. And that's great. You know what I mean? Because I look at Nori as a friend, to be real with you. Every time I'm around Nori, he has open arms. It's dope. You know, all of his people are really cool with me. Shout out to Really. You know what I mean? Every time I'm around him, it's just love. You know what I mean? So that's the type of person I am. That's the type of energy that I move off of, you guys. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so anybody out there that doesn't know, if you want to subscribe to the Mikey T, the movie star shit, just know that I'm one of the only bloggers out here that's actually worked with these artists directly that I'm going to be speaking on. You know what I mean? I'm not necessarily going to come on here and talk about people that I don't know. You know what I mean? So that's a bit of the edge that I'm going to have. That's a bit of the edge that I'm going to have on the other bloggers, to be 100 with you. I think that's my, my niche, because I don't think there's any other bloggers out there like that. All right, let's get this shit sparked. Let's get this shit sparked. Hopefully I'm not sparking the wrong end. But I like to just get to that. Let's just get to that. Man, zip. Y'all better stay tuned to these blogs I got dropping about Zip with the Drip. Y'all better stay tuned to the blogs I got dropping about Zip with the Drip. We're going to get into it, man. We're going to get to that. I don't think nobody wants that blackout kush, homie, to be real with you. When you're smoking kush, you're not trying to get blackout high. You know what I mean? When you're smoking kush, you're trying to enjoy that shit. You're like, damn, that's some fire kush right there. You know what I mean? When you're smoking kush, you're not trying to get blackout high. You know what I mean? It's not like you're not trying to smoke like a heavy indica strain. You know what I mean? If you're smoking some OG kush, you're trying to smoke some shit that's really going to be good, taste great. Unfortunately, OG kush isn't really around like that no more. You could take the secondary, the Bubba Kush, but yeah, it's not really around like that. My favorite right now is this. Ain't nothing better than this right now. It's only like 22%, but it's the best tasting weed out. You know what I'm saying? This right here, higher percentage, the Granddaddy Pluto, but the thing is, we all know about that Granddaddy Purple. We all know what Granddaddy Purple does to us. It's about to put you in that, it's about to get you slumped. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm smoking this at 12 o'clock at night. I'm pretty much done for the day. I'm not trying to get stuck. You know what I'm saying? That's what this is for. This is during the day. That tequila sunrise. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you drink tequila? When you drink tequila, that shit gets you amped up, like you're motivated. Sunrise, the beginning of a day, it's a sativa. Save that shit for the morning time. You know what I mean? Productive. Now, I'm not even going to front. I just got the Gary Payton because I wanted to compare it to the old Gary Payton that my homie used to have. And my homie's old Gary Payton is much better than the Cookies Gary Payton, I gotta say. Because the shit was like dead ass purple, you know what I mean? Little bits of orange and shit like that. But I'm not doing strain reviews. If anybody is watching this video till the end on demand, you can let me know if you want to see any strain reviews, because I smoke a lot of gas. You know what I mean? I still remember back in Miami, I was smoking from the same dudes that Khaled and Ace Hood were getting it from and shit. You know what I mean? Yeah, we were smoking the best gas in Miami. That's when OG Kush was around. That's when Sour Diesel was prominent. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't want to get no Blue Dream. You know what I mean? You get a little Blue Dream, Rihanna's walking the other way. You know what I'm saying? But I'm about to be out of here for the night, you guys. I hope everybody is enjoying themselves. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. If you're not subscribed, Make sure you subscribe right now. Also, anybody on here, like I said, subscribe on YouTube, hit the notification bell so you never miss none of my videos. But also, if you want to follow back on Instagram, everybody watching this right now, I'm going to follow you back on the gram. If you like this video, or if you follow me on Instagram, I'll follow you back, man. Granddaddy Perp got me gone, y'all. I'm up out of here, though, guys. Peace.